Hello, this is Louiedfresh bringing it to you on a Tuesday. This week, what we're going to be talking about is finding your profession, finding a path. If you've noticed my social media this past week, I talked about trying to find your path by looking at things differently, by being able to take time out, stand still, and to listen, and to perhaps just kind of look at your failures and quote-unquote failures and see how they are actually successes and how they can actually turn into a possible career. Today, what I'm going to be talking about is not too long a video, because I'm trying to be shorter in my videos. Something that one of my colleagues, Amy Brown from Kaiser University here in Florida, she presented to my seniors in the fall of 2020 as a Zoom session, because we are in the middle of a pandemic. And I thought it was kind of cool, but she took time out of her day to talk to my seniors about this. And I honestly have never heard of my next move. And that kind of proves my whole point of thinking about things differently, listening, and to just kind of see things that you never really saw before. So this particular website is called My Next Move, and I notice I call it .org, not .com, .org. And again, using Google as my best friend. Make sure that if you want to type it in or write it down or put it on your iPad or write it down now, because I think it's a very valuable tool to try to find your profession. And we are actually going to have a whole playlist on YouTube based on finding your profession, your personality, trying to find that thing that will make you you and that you will just brighten up society. Let's check out My Next Move. But before we do, again, I'm kind of old-fashioned. I write things down. These are my notes on My Next Move. Again, use whatever it is that you do, computer, whatever it is, iPad, whatever it is, to put your notes on what you're doing to try to find your profession. So here we are, My Next Move. This is the home page. I think one of the first things that I put on my notes as I peek at my notes, besides Google, is to look at the page. Look at the overall page. You will see here there are three distinct things in terms of looking for a career that we're going to talk about. And then I want you to notice this right here, find apprenticeship.gov. I wrote this actually in my notebook because I definitely want to do a video on this, because I've never seen this before until right now. So I put it in my notebook. And also I want you to notice here that they also have social media. You see their little social media pages here, the social media. By all means, use their social media, talk to them, speak to them, say, hey, I was checking you out. What do you have to offer me? So let's check out what they have to offer. 3 distinct categories, and I think they're very good. Let's check out the first category, which is to find your career using keywords. We're going to use that keyword right there, the first one. Let's not reinvent the wheel and use the word doctor. So that's what I'm going to do. I type the word doctor, I hit search, and you'll see it says your search for doctor, and it comes up with I'm feeling a little more confident with my hand these days. It gives me a whole slew of possibilities of being a doctor. These are different angles about being a doctor. But I'm going to pick this one, the optometrist. I'm going to pause it and we'll check it out. When you click on optometrist as a doctor, it gives you different things of knowledge that you're probably going to need to know, your skills that you're going to need to know, your abilities, whether they're verbal, hand. I definitely would not qualify, but the way my hand shakes. Feel free to laugh. And personality, what kind of personality you're going to need for this particular job, which is really important, because you just don't want to be like, hey, your eye is bad. What is it? What are you bringing to the table? Technology, what you need to know in order to do your job well. And I think this is important too, your education level. You may be like, I really don't want to be a doctor. I mean, that's a lot of work. You got to be kidding me. But you may say, wait a minute. What is the average here? Holy mackerel. I can make $115,000 and up to $200,000 a year. That might be something I want to consider. And you can explore other possibilities right there as well that you may never have thought of. That again illustrates why this is such a good tool, because you are looking for a career by keywords, or in this whole jargon of YouTube, search engine optimization, SEO. Your search engine is doctor, and then you maximized it by using the word optometrist. So let's go on to the next one because I don't want this video to be too long. Besides what we just talked about, finding things using keywords, you can browse careers by industry. We're going to, again, not reinvent the wheel. We're going to do that administration support services and see what we can come up with. And again, looking for your future profession. That was inspired to me by this wonderful rep, Amy Brown from Kaiser University. Again, taking a look at administration support services, you'll notice here what most people were looking at and what some people were looking at. And I think it's important. You see there's a whole different things here of what you can look for. But I am going to focus on something that just caught my eye, living in South Florida, pest control workers. Now you click on pest control workers, something that really caught my eye, and I actually put it in my notes here about watching the video, is there's a video here on that career, pest control workers. Again, I'm going to try my finger here, and then you'll see there's a video that comes right up, and there's your friend the mouse.
Hear a dreaded scratching in the walls or see something small and brown.
I want to stop it. Anyway, this is really what I wanted to show you, and I'm sorry for my little mistake there. But I'm not going to edit it because that's life. We all make mistakes. But as you saw my mistakes, because I think that's important, I hit that on my social media, that it's really, really important to realize you make mistakes, you're not perfect, and you're right now in this case, you're looking for your profession, so it's not going to be perfect. It's going to get messy. As you see, I got notes, I got little tabs, I got a notebook. It gets messy. And so when you're searching, you see there what knowledge you need, your basic skills you need, verbal to be able to get across your point, especially here in South Florida with the lovely palmetto bugs and the rats and all the spiders and all that fun stuff, and the kind of personality you kind of need, technology, because you're going to definitely be working with software, because I know my guy from Orkin comes out with this little software, his little laptop, and let's say you really don't want to study, which is totally cool. You may like, man, I am tired of school. Go get your high school diploma, get your GED, graduate equivalency diploma, and say, you know what, $37,000 up to $60,000 sounds like a plan for me. And so that is how you're going to start exploring for what you want to do for your life. And last but not least, the third thing that gave you here is I'm really not sure what I want to do. And let me tell you, that's the number one major for kids going into college and life at 17, 18, 19 years old. You really have no clue what you want to do. So let's start, as it says right there, and see what happens. You see right here under my next move, this is the last thing we're going to be talking about, and again, in my little notes here, that's the last thing we're going to be talking about, is this interest profiler. And we're definitely going to be talking about personality tests in the future, in this whole searching for your profession, because you really don't know. And so this is important that you take this interest profiler and see what you might possibly be interested in. Notice here you can, in your answers, you can like, dislike, not, sort of, kind of, in a way. And there are 60 questions. And I really, 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 really like this. Try not to think about it, because if you're thinking about it and education and money, then you're not really being honest with yourself. You want to find something that you love, that you're passionate about. Other thing I really loved about this is not a test, and there are no right or wrong answers. Absolutely, positively correct. Then it takes you right here. What do you like it, you don't like it, and things there. Build kitchen cabinets, lay brick. I know I would not like that. Some people would love it. Try to develop new medicine. I would not like that. So this is the type of thing that you need to see and see what might be your interest.